Good morning.
Good morning.
And we are at good old James Beam.
James Beam.
James Beam. Well, they've got a few special things over here, actually.
Yeah. You got the 16-year-old granddad.
Yeah.
Hardins Creek Golden Origins.
Old Overholt 11.
Baker's 13.
What's that? Well, that's the cheapest price for that we've seen.
Yep. Basil 10. About the right price that we've seen in some stores. Hopefully the music doesn't get us kicked off of...
Yeah, we'll find out. But
see if we can cut it back.
Yeah. Might have to do some editing.
Knob 18.
Knob 18 and 12.
12 doesn't have a price on it.
We got the A Overholt over here. They've got 2024-02 and 2024.
How old is this one?
03 there.
Let's see, barreled autumn 2012. Bottled summer.
So it's 12 years old.
2024. Yep, that's the thing. A lot of these are actually older than the 11.
With the lineage, and then with this one, definitely start with the 13 and finish off with the 17.
All right.
So Baker's 13 for me to start.
Yeah, you go first.
Sweet nose. Bit of rye, spice. I don't know if it's got any in it or not, but there's a bit of it. Not much of the peanut. Very thick.
It's a pretty good delivery right there. You got some good stuff.
Rye comes in. Whether it's in it or not, it comes in. The oak is amplifying that. It's pretty good. There's some sweetness on the front. Caramel.
All right. And this is the Hardins Creek Colonel James B. Beam. Wow, my nose has been assaulted. Super sweet on the nose. There's a nice level of rye spice that's through the entire palate, front to finish. It's a little caramelly. It's a little vanilla-y. I'll go with more vanilla. It's very smooth. It's very smooth.
Definitely doesn't have a lot of rye to it.
Yeah.
On the nose, anyway.
It's pretty young as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he said 2. He didn't say 2 year, did he?
It might be, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's only 2. But it does not taste like a 2-year-old.
I can get it. It's pretty light.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All sweet. He's trying to cover up that rye that I had off that one. Oh, yeah. Comes through young on the tail, on the back of the palate.
Mm-hmm. That is very thick.
Well, if you guys want them,
Okay.
Oh.
these are the
For the batch
notes
of bookers.
for all the bookers that
Okay.
we
Right,
have
great.
that came out this year.
Thank you
you.
so much. That Baker's is very thick.
Yeah.
Very, very, very thick.
Yeah, I think we'll be taking one home.
All right. Now you have the Hardin's Creek Jacob's Well. This is the 17-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So this should be fairly oaky.
You going to try your lineage?
Right there.
Waiting
Yeah.
for you.
Thanks.
The Bakers. Compare the Bakers to the lineage.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the lineage was smoother despite more proof.
Mm-hmm.
It's older, more proof. Baker is younger, less proof. Could have been
Okay.
because Baker's was my first hit.
Yeah. Thanks. A lot of spice there.
What do you think?
First sip, I like the Baker's a little better.
Yeah,
This one,
Did you move my flowers, guys?
I did. They were in my way.
so this one's a 3 grain, but which most of them are 3 grain.
So many people over here, especially short people. Like,
It's slightly higher proof, but it's not much.
What do you think of Colonel?
Very smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Very sweet. Hits you with a little bit of spice on the front, and then fades away to some nice sweetness. It was nice, but that.
The lineage is top notch.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I didn't see that one for sale.
We are out.
Out.
Yeah.
So,
We've been out of that for a while.
A while.
oh, I get the nutty on this
that
one.
was the first liquid that Fred and Freddie worked on together.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of why.
I get that nut note on this one right off the top.
That's as
Very-
perfectly balanced as I think you get
Very strong.
on the palate.
That's really overpowering everything on my nose. A little bit of sweetness maybe coming in. It's okay.
You don't like that?
Not my favorite. No. The Baker's 13 definitely for me is a favorite out of the 4.
Wow. Okay. If I had to rank our 4,
This one's the lineage is just harsh. And I don't mind harsh. But
I don't think that's harsh at all. I feel
No.
that's, to me, that's like really well balanced.
well, you ate Wendy's this morning for breakfast,
So
so
pretty level.
we can't put a lot of stock into what you say.
If I had to rank them, I would go with our Hardin's Creek Colonel JC Bean. And it's not a bad 4 for being 2 years old. If that's the actual age statement.
wow,
I actually enjoy it.
they just
Usually,
did whatever.
you don't get that
Right.
kind of
No.
you don't
true.
get that kind of flavor off of a 2-year-old.
True. Yeah.
So really cool there. Then I would go with
that's one
Hardin's
way
Creek
to
There you go.
Jacob's Well. It's a little oaky.
Mhm.
It's just a little
Well,
too much.
17
oak
years
on it.
old. Yeah.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
From there, for me, it's the Baker's 13 that you have in your hand,
Well, we had
and then the lineage.
Okay. So for me, it's Ranking fourth is the Hardin's Creek Colonel James B. Bean. Ranking third is the Hardin's Creek. Sorry, third. Yes, third. It's the Hardin's Creek. Then it's the Lineage, and Baker's takes the top spot for me.
There's something about the oak impact that goes through on the Lineage that I normally don't look for, but
This
really throws everything together.
I mean, this one pulls down a little bit now because I had the 17-year.
Yeah.
And makes it a bit less oaky, but it's still 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
On my first pour, kind of go with your first or first sip, especially when you're jumping back and forth like this.
Yeah, proofs and ages.
But again, the proofs are pretty close on most of them. I don't know what the Lineage is, but the for me the 13 is a winner.
I'm sticking with the Lineage. The 13th is a close second for me.
You probably won't like it as much after you've had the others. I mean, this has got a good nose to it now.
It's just.
I mean, I can see where you're at with 1 and 2. I mean, it could go either way.
Yeah.
But
Baker's is a lot of spice.
But I can also buy the Baker's.
Yes, we can also buy the Baker's. This Lineage, I mean, when in Rome, have the opportunity to try it.
Sure, yeah.
And
sure,
I will probably never own a bottle of this one because I think it's like ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, and if it is, I would never do it anyway, just because I don't think it's that good.
Yeah.
Typically,
the older something is, the more it's worth, but also the older something is, the oakier the palate becomes and the less enjoyable it is. Why don't you go back to your 2-year-old thing right here?
This is going to be very light now after going through a 13, a 17, a mix. Light. It's like drinking flavored water right now. I mean, it's really what they all are to a certain extent.
Yeah, they all flavored waters.
But you can't go from a 17, a 13, and a mix of whatever.
Yeah, I think that's
down to a 2.
I could be totally wrong, but I think we've got mixes from like 15 to 23-ish.
Yeah.
Something like that. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please.
Yeah.
So let me hit...
Feel free to correct Josh at any time.
Yes.
I do it. I do it often. He was driving today. I did it 3 or 4 times.
This nose has changed completely after those others. This is almost like apple juice.
Yeah, it's
now that I've had all these other pours.
Right. Like I said, it's like a flavored water. It's like a Jim Beam apple. No,
yeah.
But which I've never had, so I couldn't say. So, but it was a good tasting.
It was a good lineup.
Yeah.
A good lineup. Let me show off the bottles one last time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, you know, for $25 a piece,
it's not bad. Crap over there?
Yes.
I'm enjoying myself.
So, I was talking to her. She was telling me your journey and what you guys are doing, and I think it's great. And I guess you already went to Jim Mattingly.
Yeah,
we did.
Suggest to go to Jim
Mattingly. Yeah, we did.
That's the best experience at a distillery I've had.
Yeah.
Personally. For someone in the business and stuff like that, it's by far the best.
Yeah.
They found out that we worked so a couple of us that work here went. And they found out we all worked at Jim Beam, so they kind of like took good care of us.
Yeah.
But I bought the bottle. Oh, it was, because you know how they do one and dones?
Yes.
Yeah.
They did a bourbon that they finished with 40 staves in the barrel that were all in a brisket smoker.
Wow.
And when I tell you, it tasted just like brisket. It tasted just like brisket. But the cool thing about it was their filtering was literally pouring it through a cheesecloth directly into the bottle. That's how they filtered it. So it's very, I I can't wait to go back.
I didn't.
As
I didn't know
Barrel
anything
as it
about them
gets.
until I was at a store that I frequented for years,
Yeah.
and the original owner passed away.
Yeah.
And so they did a commemorative bottling for him,
Oh, they did.
and it was a one and done. And man, I was like,
That's good.
that was
Yeah.
for a stave finish,
And we don't,
because in
really
general
like
we don't go
those.
for that, but
Most
it was
people will do 5 staves. Like
Right.
Baker's does 5 staves. That's it. They
to do 40. Yeah, it
So they're not getting a lot of liquid, but the liquid that they're getting
Yeah.
have a lot of good flavors.
yeah. The guy who did the tasting with us, Rick, he talked about that they could barely get the thief into
Yeah.
it
Mhm.
because they had so many staves in the barrel, or
Yeah.
one of them that
Yeah.
they did. Yeah,
So they, and it's funny because they have that pump.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That'll pump it right into a beaker, of all things. But yeah, it's wild. It's such a cool place. I love it.
Yeah, we picked up a rye while we were there.
Yeah.
I think that was a one-off as well.
Yeah, it was the veteran.
Yes.
Yeah,
How was that?
it was good. It was good.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, 130 proof, I think it
Oh,
was.
Jesus.
It was in there. It was up there pretty good.
120 to 130 somewhere.
Yeah.
128 maybe.
Josh got a little bit.
Yeah, that's what did me in.
He had to stop.
Would
That's what did me in.
We had-
it would actually.
We had to stop him driving at that point. So I was more on my pregame. So, but yeah,
Can I get you jumping anything else?
I don't
think so.
think so.
Think
You
so.
good?
Those were
The
great.
old overhaul cast drink that you've got, is that the one that's for sale downstairs?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? Give us one of those.
Okay.
Give us one of those.
So
We have a bottle already, but I'm not sure it's the same. I
you
don't.
get 2 pours.
Okay.
Do you want to do that and something else? Want
Well-
the lineage? Oh my God. Sorry, I'm still waking up apparently. The
What
infinite?
So tell me about the extended fermentation. I think that's the one that's for sale downstairs.
Yeah. This one right here?
No, well, extended
The
fermentation.
Distillery series.
Distiller share 05.
Share.
So that is basically the
They let it.
kernel,
Okay.
just
Okay.
distilled a little bit longer.
Okay.
So it's I think it's 5
5 years. I
Yeah,
think.
5 days.
5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 days.
5 days. 6 years.
It's aged for 5 years.
Okay.
So yeah, so for the most part though, it's I'll let you smell it.
Okay.
And you'll know it's kind of hard for me to explain. I think it tastes like, it smells like, and tastes like a basement.
Musty.
Don't put that out there.
There's a little something else. There's some sweetness for sure. I get
It's a higher
higher
but
corn
it's
at that.
also finished in
Yeah.
wine.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's a pass for me. I don't.
Yeah.
I
It
just,
kind of smells like a.
he's
cellar.
dragging me
Doesn't
into
it?
the.
Yeah.
He's dragging me into some of the new stuff and the finished stuff, but I
Well,
can't.
You know, some of the stuff that Freddie does, like the distiller share, is interesting. Like he nails it. And some of it, it's just I don't know. Like that one.
So what's the second one you want to do there?
Let's see.
So we're doing the old over cask.
You said you wanted to try the old one,
Yes.
right?
Yes. I like that it says 11, but it's actually 12 and change.
Yeah, we have the 10. It's actually 11.
You have to go low when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
You have to go with the
can't-
youngest. Yeah.
You can't go through.
Well, why don't we do the
You
Little
want-
Book Chapter 6 because it's not available
Okay.
anymore.
We'll do the Little Book Chapter 6.
There we go.
So over to this side for him.
This.
You want a little water to clear?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll just help myself. I'm going to guess that is water.
It is.
Okay. Make sure it wasn't
If
White
not,
Dog.
this was going to get really, really interesting really fast.
Make sure it wasn't White Dog. Whoops. Although I'm not against a little White Dog. Look at me smelling the water.
Get it? Don't worry. Don't worry. I smelled it too.
Habit.
We're in tasting mode.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So let's see. So
Little
proof
Book should
wise,
probably higher proof.
Little Book is 112,
117.
117. Well, you want to go with the high?
What are we at here? Okay, that's 107.
Yeah.
So let's do
So let's do the rye first.
Overhold. See what 1 extra year does to it.
Well, ours is actually a little older too.
That's what I'm saying. This is actually 12 years old.
No, I know
And
ours,
ours
is actually
11.
ours is actually a little older than 11.
Oh, okay. I thought it was less.
No. Yeah, and that citrus note comes in clean, fresh. I'm telling you, the spice doesn't come in immediately, but then it does. But there's almost no oak impact at the beginning for me. Now, granted, we've done some 17-year stuff, so it's a little harder to tell that for sure. But
I like ours more.
I think ours is a little bit better, yeah.
And it's much higher proof.
Is it?
Yeah, ours is 121 point something, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
You want to refresh yourself?
I did. More than caramel, it's a bit of a butterscotchish, but not quite. There's a spice that comes in there, almost like maybe I'm just holding it over from the old Overholt.
I didn't get much spice off of the old Overholt.
Well, I didn't either, but
It was
I'm
pretty
thinking about
tame.
the citrus, where I was going with the sweetness.
I didn't get a lot of citrus off that either. That was like a caramel sweetness. It tasted more like a bourbon than a rye to me. The old Overholt, anyways. All right, this is my first little book. And you haven't had one in a long time either, have you?
I had never had one.
Oh,
I didn't.
Both of our first.
I was
books.
very hung up on bookers and wouldn't go for the little book. I just didn't see it, didn't understand it, and I also didn't look into it.
Wow, that nose is really good.
It is good.
There is citrus on this nose.
Yes, there is. A little bit of it comes through on the palate too, but it's a caramel bomb. You know what it is? It's a creme brulee without as much banana.
You are so mistaken on these desserts today. Creme brulee does not have banana.
Okay.
Nor does it have caramel.
Maybe I'm thinking about something else. It does have caramel because you toast the sugar on top of it, which makes it caramel.
Okay, whatever you say.
So,
whatever you say. That's very good.
that is good. Too bad you can't buy it.
I get the peanut. The nuttiness comes through. Not overpowering.
Mm-mm.
There is the citrus note.
The citrus is on the nose for sure.
Yeah, it's more of a lemony.
Yeah, it's not lime, not key lime pie, like
put some sugar on a
lemon meringue.
Yeah, if you put some sugar, like on a raw slice of lemon.
Like I used to do with you and your sister at the Cracker Barrel. I'd pour sugar on a lemon, and then I would hand you the lemon without the sugar on it.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
That's good. If we find a 6, we might have to pick that up.
Yeah.
I got to build another basement. I got to build a sub base. I got to dig out and build a sub basement.
So instead of a loft, it's going to become a.
We may have to turn the whole loft into every 900 square feet for bourbon storage.
Good lord.
In barrels would actually be.
Yeah, that'd be even better.
Catch the heat. Yeah.
The old Overholt is good. I would bet that the 10-year that's out there now is probably harder to find. So if you find the 11-year, I would recommend buying it.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as the 10.
And just to clarify, this is Little Book 6.
Little Book Chapter 6.
Chapter 6 that we've got here. Go ahead. I'll take over driving.
Everything?
Man, that little book, chapter 6, is so good.
Now, let me also say, I would recommend the tasting bar, the upstairs at Bean,
Yes.
and I'd recommend Jesse.
Yes.
So, who's throwing us out right now?
No,
That's it. That's it. You guys are drunk now. You're out of here.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Oh, man. This is good stuff.
It is good. It is quite good.
Really enjoyed all of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are great.
Yeah, that's very good. Quite good. Quite good.
So, out of everything we tried, what was your favorite? This is tough.
It's tough. It's between Little Book 6 and Baker's 13.
So, for me, it's between the Lineage and the Little Book.
So the Baker's 13 is going to win because that's the only one I have for
You
sale.
can buy. I'm going to give the Little Books Chapter 6 the edge over everything else today.
I think it was, yeah, I would have to say. Yeah, that's
so
the edge.
good.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
good.
Yeah. And thank you to Beam for letting us stand
Yes.
here and film and do everything.